Okay, let's talk about the Juicy Scoop tea. Watch Justin Martindale's YouTube channel. I love him. I think he is a sweet guy. He is funny, and I feel bad for him because you could tell in the video that he was, like nervous and upset, and his mouth was a little dry, and whoever's doing his editing though, fire that person. I didn't like the cutaways, but anyway, that has nothing to do with it. He, he has a lot of valid points for where he is in his life and what he's doing and how she really wasn't being very supportive of as a friend. And I feel like, for things that meant a lot to him. Heather is an older, conservative woman, and Hollywood isn't that way. So I can definitely see in her future a thinning of her friends. And, we've all kind of noticed a little bit of a shift in people who are coming onto Juicy Scoop. Someone had said they feel like a lot of people go on Juicy Scoop for the exposure, but they don't really, align. But that's the interesting thing about today. People are so divided. So it really is, neither side can mesh with each other very well. Like back in the day, it was different. I've been on this earth for a while, so I've seen, and I grew up in the gay community. Like my uncle was gay. An uncle that I was closest to was a part of that community. Now it's just, there really is no meshing. I have a feeling Juicy Scoop is going to have to pivot in the next year or two, and we'll see how it goes. But I definitely feel bad for everybody involved. It's a bummer to be, on the receiving end of any of this, whether it be Heather or Justin. I listened to Jeff's podcast, or show rather, and he was like, yeah, Heather actually did say that. Now, a lot of people who go on Heather's podcast, what made her stop at Justin? Because a lot of people go on her podcast and Jeff's podcast. Lala, Brandy and Julie, a lot of people. So what made her stop at Justin? That was weird to me. Honestly, if I were her, I would have let Justin go on there, because Jeff is an Aries and Justin is an Aries, and I have a feeling that they actually would not get along. So if she was smart, she would have just said, yeah, let him on there. And, two Rams in a room, I was like, she should have just let him go on there. It would have been great entertainment. And if you know anything about Jeff, he does tend to surround himself with Capricorns. Jenny Poulos was a Capricorn. Shane is a Capricorn. Doug is a Capricorn. So I don't think that Jeff would like another Aries in the room, another male Aries in the room. Have I brushed my hair enough? I mean, come on. I haven't listened to Juicy Scoop Patreon because I pretty much know what Heather's gonna say. And honestly, here's the thing about Heather. I have nothing in common with Heather, okay? If anything, I feel like Heather would not really like me in real life, because when I hear Heather talk about her brothers and sister, it reminds me of how my siblings view me. I was so much older than them, and because I had a different version of my parents, and which made me act out as a young person and a teenager, and my brother and sister look at me like I'm the worst person in the entire world. That's how Heather, that's the little grace Heather gives her older siblings. She just thinks that they were like losers, but I don't think she really knows what they went through as children, because her and Shannon had completely different versions of their parents than her older siblings did. So really, honestly, and I never even went to college, and I definitely would have not been in a sorority. So I don't think that Heather and I would ever really have anything common in real life. So I see Heather for, the catty sorority girl that she is. And I think that she's probably going to move out of LA. I really, really genuinely feel like her time in LA is limited, and it sucks because she grew up there, but her views and everything like that, just LA is so different. Better, worse, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just different. The crime, the homelessness, it's not the beautiful mid-century modern place that she grew up in. So my prediction is Heather will not be lasting much longer in LA. And some people were like, oh, she's going through menopause. Maybe she is. Maybe she is, because she has been a lot different on her shows lately. Cutting off the guests, talking over the guests, not letting them get their words out. She even cut Christopher and Joel off. He is so cool. He's so laid back. He's so chill. He just, like, I think he knows Heather. I think he, you know, they've had a long friendship. But she definitely talks about things that he doesn't really want to talk about, which I don't know why she does that, because there's so many other things to talk about. Like, why make your guests uncomfortable? Talk about them when it's just your solo show, right? That's just my opinion. Anyway, this was a really long video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make a separate video on this lady Ruby Frank, because I am super, super disturbed about that whole thing, and I am so embarrassed that she is a late degree Capricorn. Like, get it the fuck together. Who does that to your children? Oh my God, like, they should come and see how I take care of my animals. Like gold. These poor children. Oh my God, I can't. But anyway, I'm gonna make a separate video for that. I gotta go put my makeup on and I gotta go to work. See you guys later.